Hey everybody, welcome to the Apple Ninja. Today we're going to be going over screenshots on the Mac, screenshotting portions of your screen, screen recording your screen, doing all sorts of screenshot stuff. And I'm also going to show you how to do it from the command line. So I'm going to show you the key commands, the command line way. We're going to dig in. So if you're not subscribed, get subscribed, hit the alert button. Obviously you know the drill so that you get all the latest content that comes out. And also, if you like the video, definitely hit the like button, leave comments, because that generates buzz and some traction on the video. Helps me out a lot. All right, let's dig in. The first setup is Command Shift 3. So if I hold down Command key, Shift key, and the 3 key, it's going to take a screenshot of the entire screen and it will drop it by default on my desktop because that's what I have set. And I'm going to do a Command Shift 3. You're going to see it pop up down here in the right hand corner. If I click on it right now, I can actually modify this. If I just wanted to throw on some text or whatever, and then if I just click Done, you'll see that it shows up on my desktop, and because it's a screenshot, it is labeled screenshot with the date, and the default is ping for format. So if I want to do the next one, which is Command Shift 4, and that's going to give me the ability to do the crosshairs. You see the crosshairs here? But what's neat, so this is Command Shift 4, but if I hit Spacebar, it'll allow me to do whatever window is open. So let me actually use the Escape key to cancel out. I'm going to open up this window. So if I do Command Shift 4 and I've got the crosshairs, I could select this and say, hey, I just want a picture of this, right? Or I can hit Command Shift 4, Spacebar, and get that window, right? And then you're gonna see, oh, that looked like it, and yep, right on the desktop. So you're gonna see that was the one where I used the crosshairs. This is the one where I took the whole window. Command Shift 4, hitting the spacebar will change the crosshairs to do the whole selected window. Command Shift 5 takes it even a step higher. This is actually utilizing the screenshot app, which is located in your utilities folder within your applications folder. From here, we have some different options we can choose. We can choose to capture the entire screen, capture a selected window, we can capture a portion, kind of like what we were doing with Command Shift 3 and Command Shift 4, different options. We can also do video recordings and record the entire screen, record a selected portion of the screen, and then we have different options. So if I didn't want to save it to the desktop, I could choose a different location to save it. And if I choose one of these apps, it will open it up in that app. And if I choose clipboard, it's going to save it to the clipboard. If I choose documents, it'll save it to my document. And I can also choose another location. Nifty thing is you can add a timer. If I'm wanting to start the recording in 5 seconds or 10 seconds, I can do that. And then basically I would just click. I'm doing capture selected portion. Actually, I'm going to do record selected portion, and I'm going to do it in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's now recording. Up in the menu bar, you got to click the stop, and then that'll save it. So it saved that video to my desktop. Right, so I have that video. I did that with Command Shift 5, and that allowed me to access the screenshot app. and give me all that functionality. Here's a really nifty trick you can do. So if, let's say, I want to open up the Notes app, and let's say I'm working in my document and I actually want a screenshot of this, all these security guides that I got here, and I do a Command-Shift-4, I get the picture just like this. When it comes up right here, I can just click this guy and drag it into whatever document's open. Boom! It's in there. And I don't have to do it, save it to the desktop and drag it in after. You can drag it right from that little area, so you can not only modify it, but you can drag it into a document, which is really slick. The last one for the key commands is Command-Shift-6, and what that's going to do, I don't have a touch bar Mac that I'm working on right here, so I can't actually, if I run Command-Shift-6, you're going to hear bong and not give me the snapshot picture. But here's what it looks like for doing on a touch bar Mac. So alright, now that we've gone through the basics of the screenshot application, I want to dig in on the screen capture tool that we can use from the command line. So let's open up the terminal, Command Spacebar, type in terminal, Command plus, blow that guy up, and let's type in man screen capture just to see. And we've got the screen capture tool, and this thing can do all sorts of stuff. It can do a screen capture, it can do of any of your windows, it can do a screen recording, it can use audio, no audio, it can have the little picture sound if you want. So if you wanted to build this and have this completely incognito, and let's say you wrote a little script that says I want to run this when somebody logs into my Mac and I'm going to record the screen, you could do that and they would have no idea, right? So let's dig in on this. There's a lot of options. I'm going to go over a few of them. So I'm going to delete all these screenshots that are on the desktop so you don't get confused. And we're just going to type in screen capture, and I need to give it a file name. And we're on the desktop, and we're just going to call it file. And oh, sorry. You need to give it an extension. The default is ping. So I'm going to delete that. So you got to give it an extension. If I hit spacebar, it took a screenshot of my Mac. So if I arrow up, one of the things I can do is, that was a ping. I can actually do -T and say I want it to be a high quality TIFF. And then I come over here and I change this to TIFF, and what you're going to notice is I got these two files. I'm going to do a Command I on them just so you can see the difference in quality and size. 20 megs versus 5, so you can tell that it's definitely a TIFF. So now what I want to show you is that this thing can actually do video recording. So I'm going to arrow up. I'm going to use file. Actually, I'm going to do movie.move. And you need to use that .move extension. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to say I want a video, and I want it to record for 10 seconds. Well, actually, 10 seconds seems kind of long. Let's record for 5 seconds. And I'm just going to hit go. And it's going to start recording. It's recording my screen. So if I'm moving my mouse, and now you're going to see that I have a movie.move on my desktop, and it's going to show me that it recorded. I'm not gonna lie, the time is off on this stuff. So this video is 3 seconds and I told it to record for 5. So it's not the best in terms of keeping the correct time, but you just need to adjust accordingly. A couple of things that you're gonna notice is that there was no audio on this file. So by default, I didn't get any audio. If I go back to the man page, this is where Apple, it's wrong. So I'm gonna go back to the man page and I'm gonna scroll down and I'm gonna find the audio. And this is where it says, captures audio during a video recording using default input. So I need a -A, so that's what we're gonna add in, right? So we need to go over here, we need to add a capital A. Now we are saying we want audio, we want it to be 5 seconds long, and another note is movie cannot be named movie or it'll fail. You have to have it named a different file name. So I need to say it will not replace the one on the desktop, it will fail. So I'm gonna run this and it's gonna fail. See, it failed, and what I found is this is on a Mojave device, a 1014 Mojave device. And if I scroll down, it still says the audio capture is -A. On a Catalina 10.15 device, the man page is the exact same where it says -A, but when you run and get an error with it, it says you need to use a -g. So that actually works on both Mojave and Catalina. So in order to get this, I'm gonna clear the screen. If you're looking for nifty ways of command line navigation, definitely check out my last week's video, 20 tips on speeding up your command line navigation. Helps you out a ton. All right, so I'm gonna arrow up. I'm gonna get rid of that A, and I'm gonna use a g. And I'm gonna name it a different file name, movie2. I'm gonna hit go. La da da da. I just want a little bit of audio, right? So it's gonna record me. And now, la da da da. I just want a little bit of audio, right? Yeah. Now we got audio. So using that -g, which is undocumented on Mojave completely, and only in the error response on Catalina for screen capture tool, which I'll have to let Apple know about this in a report. And then the last option I wanted to show you guys with this tool is that, let's say you just want it to open up. I can just throw in a capital P here, change that name, and hit return. It's going to record for 5 seconds and then open up the file. Boom. That's it. Record for 5 seconds and then open up the file. That's it. Isn't that awesome? I hope you like it. If you know of any cool, nifty tips, tricks that you're using to screen capture the device, also you'll probably want to note that I am using QuickTime Player screen recording tool to record this whole thing that I just showed you. So I was able to use all 3 of these tools simultaneously, pretty much. So yeah, hopefully you liked the video. You guys, I appreciate all the love and everything that you guys got. Thanks for coming to the channel. You guys have an awesome week. Take care, and I will see you next Saturday.